DiDi Skky.
And you know it's your boy, your favorite artist, Gino the artist that is. How are ya?
Welcome to the first edition of Beauty and the Beat. So for all of you out there trying to figure out what is Beauty and the Beat, it is exactly that. It's all things beauty, fashion, and entertainment. A perfect combination of style and music. The very things that we both love. So I'm too excited.
That's right, cuz you better tell them again. You've been this thing umpteen years, haven't you?
Don't try.
You're kind of a dinosaur. You're kind of a dinosaur in this thing.
For over 20 plus years, you and I both.
We have these celebrity friends that we're going to have coming to visit us, stopping by, stopping in, just to check in on us, see what we're doing, and we're going to check and see what they're doing as well.
Exactly. So we have friends in the entertainment industry, the music industry, the beauty and fashion world. So yeah, they're the actors and entertainment. They're all going to come and hang out with us right here on Beauty and the Beat.
You may get what you want, you may not.
We'll try to fulfill all of your needs.
Oh, my needs.
But you know what, so we actually have a special guest coming on today. And I'm super
excited. Who is it? Because you didn't tell me who it was.
It's, someone you know, of course, from your show, Ballers.
Oh, really?
Actor, comedian, and artist, London Brown.
Yeah! Come on, London. Come on, London.
I didn't have to learn how to do the willy walk. I call it the willy walk, not the milly walk.
That's my boy. That's my boy. Love me some London. Love me some London.
What was his character that he played?
Reggie, Fat Reggie.
Reggie.
No.
Fat Reggie's friend. He was the other guy's friend, right?
Yeah, see about Fat Reggie. Fat Reggie was the skinniest Fat Reggie I've ever seen.
But yeah, so he's gonna stop by and hang with us. But the exciting part that I think is gonna be really exciting is that I think that I should interview.
What?
Yeah.
Who, me?
Interview you to let everybody know who you are, the humble beginnings that you came from. How did you get started in the entertainment industry? You know, those are a lot of things that people want to know. So.
Oh, well, I can't look like this. I need to change.
You look fine. What are you talking about?
I'll be right back. I have to change. I'll be right back.
No, honey, what?
Okay.
No.
I'll be back.
We don't have. Oh, are you doing a dark rush kind of dummy? Are you ready? Because, honey, this is taking too long. We need to get together.
Baby, y'all better wake up and smell the roses.
Can go bust, eye for eye. They can lose trust.
Oh my God! You are too fabulous, too fabulous.
You know I do what I can.
Oh, you know what? Let me get that neck piece. The cross. I need.
Oh,
just go ahead.
It's one of a kind.
Just go ahead and shoot it to me for my birthday.
This one, it's your birthday. Oh, it's your birthday. Oh. You know, Mark made this for me.
Oh,
you know, Mark.
We have to have Mark on the show, but for right now, we're going to let everybody know who Geno the artist is.
Yeah.
So, of course, I know you. We've had the opportunity to actually, our lives have been parallel. We went to the same junior high school, then went on to pursue our college education degree at Alabama State, the Alabama State University.
The Alabama State.
Hornet. And then we actually got into the same, moved into the same industry career path as far as entertainment, beauty, TV, radio, fashion, style, all of that good stuff.
Everything.
So tell our viewers how you actually got started. How did you end up in this industry?
Oh, wow. Woo. Jesus, let me see if I can think back that far.
Yes, I know it's a long.
Numb your whole ring, get cured. I actually got my start. You know, I guess I started in the beginning. I started being a hairstylist. That was the first thing, and I fell out of love with hair. You know, and I wanted to combine hair and makeup, but I didn't feel like doing hair anymore. So I started practicing every day, doing makeup at home on myself, on some friends, you know, and got the courage to apply at the MAC counter.
Right.
MAC is where I truly, truly honed in on my skill, my talent, and my knowledge. I mean, I was there for 10 years. And then I was hustling. End up, kids, do not listen to this. end up getting a little job, part-time job at the strip club.
Yes.
Whoop, 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 make it rain, rain. Actually, I'm just doing, just.
So hold up, since you mentioned the strip clubs, right? So since we've been on this quarantine lockdown thing, I just recently watched again for the umpteenth million time Players Club.
Oh!
Since you mentioned strip club, this is a hidden secret. Don't tell my mom I said this, but
okay.
I always thought that I could have. I think I would have been a pretty good dancer back in the day.
Oh.
Yeah, I would have. I think I would have been real good at making it.
You're just gonna do it like that?
Right.
Oh, that ain't gonna get you do. That wasn't gonna make no money. That's gonna throw some change. You gotta.
Oh, God.
You gotta whine it.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, no, I thought I could have been diamond, but that may have been in my head. But yeah, so you started at the strip clubs down in Florida, down in Miami.
Yeah, started strip club, just honing in, practicing. It actually just helped me practice more and try new things and play with different things, because that was the perfect time and perfect place.
Right.
So when I went out in the real world, I was able to do the things I need to do. So, I mean, it's been a long journey, and I'm grateful and thankful for the journey. But Mac is where I got my start, 2009. Mm-hmm. And just started meeting people and doing video shoots and doing magazine shoots.
Right.
And yeah. And I think my first celebrity at the time.
Right. Who was your first celebrity?
I think it was, I'm old, so I'm gonna call SWV. I work with them, and I had to do Taj George, and she's amazing. She's amazing.
Taj. Yes.
She's an amazing friend. Yes. We gotta try to get her on the show. We do.
We have to get SWV. We have to get them on the show. Yeah.
So hence me where I am now. I did my time in Atlanta. I outgrew what I thought I needed to do there, and now I'm here in LA.
Right. And all of this, and then they become like social media celebs.
Exactly.
So what do you think is the difference of those friends of yours who have been in the industry like yourself, as well as your other makeup friends who've been in the industry for so long, who actually are, had to give blood, sweat, and tears to come up in game? How do you think, the difference between then and now?
Yeah, I truly think the difference is social media. Yeah. One part of it is social media, because we didn't have the outlet like that. Right. And I truly think the things that we had to go through and the things we learned, and we started showing our stuff, they honed in on what we were doing. So they're mimicking what we did and taking it to the level of what they like or they think it should be. And they have social media as this outlet, and they do whatever, because a lot of people have all these millions and millions of followers, know, and for me, I don't have millions of followers, but I have true followers, and I truly enjoy them.
Got that.
So
you do tutorials as well. You've gone.
Yes, I do. I did. Yes, I used to do classes all the time, like 2 or 3 times a year, and then I got busy filming here, so I had to kind of slow down with that. But yes, I still do things. Yeah, so I'm gonna be looking to doing that again.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of cities and your followers and fans, and then the new followers that you're gonna receive, will also love to see you in their city, and to learn from someone who really is an expert and a professional in this industry, who can teach you the difference from being caked during the day and being caked at night and being overly caked.
Exactly. Yeah, because I truly think, people do it, and I love what they're doing on the YouTubes and all that, but I'm a hands-on guy.
Right.
I love truly being in front of my client, because they understand. They don't have to rewind it. They don't have to rewind and see what they missed. They can just ask me in person. So yeah, and less is better.
Less is best, as Timberland said. So tell them some of the, along with SWV, some of the other celebs that you've worked with in your career.
Oh, I can remember. I've been working for a minute. So I've worked on Ballers. Season 3, 4, and 5.
As the head.
Yes. I'm here. We have one more season of Dear White People. I've been there for 2 seasons. This will be my 2nd season. as department head.
Right.
I also work on Hot Bench. If you guys don't know, that's Judge Judy's other judge show.
Yes.
I work with Judge Tanya Acker. Amazing. I'm her personal there. Wow. I can keep going and going, but I guess that's all you really need right now.
Who's been one of your most memorable clients?
Oh my God, I have so many I can name off the top of my head, but I will say the most memorable, since it was the last person I've done since we got in COVID-19, is my auntie, Miss Cicely Tyson.
Auntie!
Auntie Tyson.
Auntie
Let me tell you something. It was an honor.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pleasure. It's always going to be memorable.
Yes.
It's a part of history now, you know.
Absolutely.
I would never, ever forget the lessons I've learned within myself, you know, because we always think, and when I got in, it was like, I just want to do makeup.
Mm-hmm.
I never ever said I wanted to work with celebrities or work in television, but God had another plan for me. So this had happened. So she, every day it was something new. I mean, she's amazing. It's so much knowledge that she gave me. I would be finished with her makeup and we'll still be talking for like 45 minutes still. Just to be in her presence is amazing. The energy was amazing. She's a great person. Love her.
I can imagine. I can only imagine that she would be, that one client or one experience that just lived with you. But you actually mentioned before we went into COVID, you were working on a show then.
Yes, I was working on Queen Sugar.
Yes.
I was department head.
I love Queen Sugar.
I was, the regular department head was filming something, so they asked me to step in, and I stepped in gladly, because it's one of my favorite shows. Mm-hmm. And it's amazing. The actors, the staff, the crew, great. My team members, our trailer was amazing. It felt like I was never, it didn't feel like it was my first time working there. I'll say that.
Any of those, I know we don't really spill people's tea like that, but without naming a show or name actual cast member or client, has anything ever happened where you've done someone's makeup and they showed out on you or something, or have you ever had any of those experiences?
I mean, I can't say I've never had
me, because I know I can act a good one.
I can really say I've never had anybody show out, but I have been in the trailer where people have showed out. I will say that. And I had to kind of step in to just
and diffuse the situation.
And diffuse the situation.
Relationships within this 20-year time period.
Yes, you want to, and that's something that I feel that's really important, because you can't do this alone. And in doing this for 20 plus years or 20 years, I've met tons and millions of people, and I've built an established relationship with everyone. Where it has been that we talk all the time. Sometimes we talk once or twice a year, but we still have that rapport, and nothing's changed, because I truly feel that you don't have to talk to people every day to keep a relationship. So it's been great. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change my path for nothing. The hard, the good, whatever, the good outweighs the bad. So I'm truly blessed.
The ebbs and flows of being in the industry.
Yeah, it is. If you truly, I tell people who are truly committed and passionate about what they do, if you're truly committed to this, it's going to be the rough time, and you won't give up on it. You have to always stay positive. But the ones who aren't, they're doing other things. They're out baking cakes and selling plates and selling some other stuff too, but we're on TV. I did think about getting a pole in the living room though, so I don't know.
Diamond number 2, she's coming. Right here.
Right.
I'm getting excited because we are about to have Mr. London Brown.
Mr. Brown. That little Reggie. What's up, London?
What is happening?
See, this is why
Gino's stupid. I I'm just meeting you, but just even though I couldn't even hear Gino, I know he's stupid. I
was saying something.
Oh my God.
Gino is my friend, man. I consider Gino my friend. That's my brother, man.
Okay, hey, well, everybody, welcome. This is a friend of mine. This is my buddy. All I can say is London Brown.
Welcome
in, London.
How are y'all? Y'all stupid. Gino's stupid.
What's up? Tell us what's been going on. What's been going on with you?
Start with the coronavirus. How are you dealing in isolation or stay at home?
I'll be honest with you. Like a lot of people are freaking out and a lot of people are bored. I'm an artist. I don't feel none of that. I'm totally cool. I still will. I do photography, and there are scripts that come in, and sometimes I will help to punch up scripts or rewrite scripts. I'm fine. I don't feel like I'm not losing my mind over this quarantine thing. So but I'm a homebody anyway, because as Gino knows, our lifestyle is always, we on the road all the time. We are always away from home. So I don't feel like, oh man, I'm locked in the house. I don't feel like that. I like being home. I'm totally cool.
Right.
I get to catch up on a show called there's a show that is about writers who get to basically present their songs to producers and as writers.
Song! I saw that. I've been seeing that.
Songland? Is it Songland?
There you go, Songland.
Yeah.
As an artist, I can appreciate a show like that because I don't watch TV at all. I haven't watched Ballers at all.
Wow.
I was on the show. I ain't watched Ballers at all, except for when I have to go live and talk about it. But yeah, I appreciate these kind of shows and these small things of life that allow me to just really appreciate, like, again, the small things of just being still, calm. I'm cool. I'm totally fine during this quarantine, man.
Okay.
So
since you spoke of Ballers, so tell me, this year was bittersweet. We kind of felt this was our last season,
right?
But we didn't know for sure. So what's life after Ballers now? What's next?
The latest thing is, God blessingly, I was able to land another project, a smaller show called Power. And
a small show.
God is good. I don't take no credit for none of this, man.
First of all,
God is good.
All right, 50 Cent.
First of all, before you continue on, I didn't get that phone call for Power yet. I didn't get that phone call. What's the problem?
I know. I should have hit you up, but I don't be talking about nothing, man, because I just really, this is what I feel like. I'm sorry. This is my government tape. So this is the tape I use to cover my camera. I don't know, y'all.
They always watching.
That's why I say that. But the point is that I don't really necessarily talk about the projects because I feel like anything if it's solid enough, people are going to hear about it anyway. And so I don't be trying to. Let me get to you like this. This is a way for me to keep myself in check. I don't talk about the project, anything like that, and I just try to keep myself. My whole idea is that if I keep myself grounded, the closer I am to the ground, then when I do fall, because it's not about if I'm going to fall, but when I do fall, I'm already down there. I don't want God to humble me because that's a whole.
You want to get to
a different level, right?
I'm cool.
I'm exactly the same way though.
Yes.
I'm gonna stay right on down to the ground and that's why I realized that if anything, the best thing to do to keep my heart in check is to always give. You know what I mean? Whether that means feeding the homeless, whether I do photography, so that means sometimes we're just photographing my friends or giving them headshots. I try to stay very grounded, man, because I don't want to. So, not to be verbose about this, but going back to what you're saying, why I didn't hit you, Gino, is because I was like, man, people hear about it, or it'll happen like this, interviewing with y'all. It'll come up.
Exactly.
So I stay very chill, man. I stay very chill.
Awesome. We are certainly looking forward to that. But you know what? Go back a little bit. You're speaking of humility. You're from South Central, right? Or you're from LA, correct?
I'm from South Central LA. I grew up right in the hood in LA. Yeah.
Yeah. Very humble beginnings.
You know, for me, growing up in
the camera.
What you covering up, London?
Oh, my fault. I was trying to go live on my Instagram and I covered y'all up. I'm sorry, my fault. My apologies. No, but growing up in LA, I grew up in the hood, so I'm glad I had theater. And I just, whether that means doing the church play or two, doing the high school plays and that kind of thing, I realized that I'm an artist. I don't know nothing else. I actually lived paid in full, which was I worked at the cleaners. Rest his soul, the guy who ran it, he passed away a couple years ago. But I worked in the cleaners where they sold dope, cocaine, heroin, and everything else. It was only by the grace of God that it didn't get raided, because I would have been locked up.
You a man of many talents, huh?
Yeah, because you're a comedian too.
And you know what? This is the thing. I feel like God gave me as many gifts as He gave me because He knew I would give them away. Our gifts are not for us. If people understand that, then that's what makes me so annoyed by arrogant people. Because imagine this for you too. That's like renting. That's like flossing with a rental car. That car it's not yours. Our gifts are not ours. So people who understand, talented, grounded people understand that our gifts are not for us. If Gino was a talented makeup artist, but he only did them in his garage, or in a basement somewhere, it wouldn't mean much. His ability to blend and to do that kind of thing is to service other people. So I understand that my gifts are not for me. My ability, I've never taken a photography class. Wow. That's how I know it's a gift, because my knack to shoot, and I say well because other people feel that they're well, but whatever eye that people feel I have, I know that because I didn't take any classes, I know they had to come from God. They're not mine. It's not me. It's not about me. It's about sharing those gifts with other people. I could have been a mechanic or something. I don't know.
No, you couldn't, because you're going to be late to work all the time.
Hey, London, let's talk about that. So you were coming late to work.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about keeping him. For 3 years, I had to keep this young man.
I wish my live could see this. Wait. I wish they could see it. Wait, are you gonna post this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Once they do all the editing, we're gonna send it to you.
Okay. I want my friend, my followers to see this, because
yes, they should actually. Yes, put them on live. Go live right now.
I'm letting them see y'all.
Yes, let them see us. Talk about you.
Thank you, Gino, for keeping me. Gino kept me on. He kept me on time for Ballers. He did. I can't even front.
Gino, put him out there. Tell him. So he wasn't on time. Tell me the people. I don't know.
He knew what time he had to be there. It was written. I made sure I told him. He still come 5 and 10 minutes late. London, I get out my chair, go out the trailer, knock on his door, like, what's up?
You know what it was? This is the thing. I knew that when I was gonna be on set, I knew that they weren't gonna quite be super ready. I don't like wait. It's just a bad habit of mine that I got from my boy Johnny, and I've been making changes, and that's part of the change. So I have nothing but thank yous to Gino and Merce. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you to you guys for just keeping me in line. Gino gonna be fussing me about something. So I'm like, all right, let me keep a Gino around me so that I stay on top of my stuff.
Still to this
That's what it's
day.
about.
Let me ask you, do you actually use your personal experience to go into your characters? How do you actually
Man, when it came to a character like Reggie, first of all, again, I'm so grateful because Fat Reggie was, first of all, the character's supposed to be fat.
Right.
And then also, when I went to the audition, I was hoarse because at the time I was working as a choreographer. And so while I was teaching a project that week, and I was totally hoarse, I had no voice, and I told him, I said, yo, if you can't understand, if you can't hear me, please let me come back and audition for you. And they said, no, we understood. So anyway, long story short, I do the audition. The character's supposed to be fat, and then he's only supposed to be like a couple episodes. But
5 seasons later.
I know, right? During the audition process, they say, yo, do you have any obligations in LA? I was like, no, man. They say, hey, we want you to move to Miami. I say, cool. I moved to Miami, and I shoot the project. And then as they were writing, I remember in season 1, the writers were writing as I was improvising and giving them stuff to do. And they said, okay, we like his whatever his chops were or whatever. They said, yo, we're gonna work with you. And they was typing stuff as we were going along. So to your question, I was able to pull some of the ideas about Reggie from just regular life. I know people like Reggie. Reggie is annoying. I don't like these kind of people that walk in that be, functioning around.
Yeah.
They not the guy, but they're the guy next to the guy.
But they act like the guy, don't they? We all know Reggie's now.
They act like the guy. They act like Reggie. I'm like, and those Reggies annoy me, but that was never my style. So I was able to kind of pull from those people, and it's also fun. It was also fun to play Reggie because Reggie is so not me. So it was cool to play something that get to talk. I did more cursing on Ballers than I do in my regular life.
Exactly.
I don't curse like that. Ain't my style. I don't be on that. But Reggie was cool to play because I was able to connect on that level. So I pull from real life. That's all.
That's great. That is so awesome. So awesome. So, and do you actually still go and do your stand-up comedy?
Right, obviously because of quarantine, but I still will, I still write material. I still write material. And there are a lot of different things I want to go. That's the thing that I miss during this quarantine is that I can't hit the stage. When I'm not filming, I want to work clubs, So right now, there are a couple ideas that I can't wait to try out as soon as the clubs open back up. But the thing about this whole quarantine is that even if they said, yo, tomorrow we back, LA is back, we can go back to our regular life.
We ain't going to
I'm wearing a mask.
I'm gonna let y'all have that for another month at least.
Exactly.
Hold on. Let's talk about. Hold on, real quick. Let's talk about the art piece. Gino. Let's talk about the walls that Gino. Gino walls.
He's talking about my wall, my art. What, London? What?
The walls are great. I like it. Let me show my followers. The walls are great, Gino. Look at the walls. Look at the lamp, y'all. The walls are nice, Gino. I ain't going in front. The walls are. I appreciate. I appreciate that bass you got in the background with the. I appreciate art. I appreciate that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is that as an artist, so I'm not feeling like I'm like losing my mind because creatively I still get to be an artist. So I'm still
very active too on Instagram. I follow you, so you're live all the time, like now.
Man, because people, I didn't. My publicists and my reps are always encouraging me to do lives. I'm a homebody. I don't like. It's not that I don't like people, cause I'm very much so. I'm an introvert, but I realized that I'm an ambivert. What an ambivert is, an extrovert and an introvert. So meaning, I know how to give people the energy that they need. I give that away, but I'm cool. I don't need to be around nobody.
I read through all that mess. But you know what, London? I will say this. I'm going to say this. You know, you've been, since the day we met, we've been just, I mean, I always tell people, I don't go into my jobs to make friends. I go in to do the job. I try to make the energy in our workspace workable and likable as we can. Right. And you're just one of the ones that, you know, I'm happy for Merce for even thinking of me to give my name so I can be on the show, you know, first of all. Right. And when I came in, I just clicked so hard with all of you, and you and I, you know, we just get it. Right. Like you said, we just get it, and we've gotten it, and I just really, truly appreciate your brotherhood, your friendship, and, you know, and the fact that we're still connected. That's what I'm saying. You know, that's why that truly makes me happy.
So when I get on set in different projects, you know, I'm like, first of all, who knows? When we're on set, I have yet to find a makeup artist to do what Gino or Merce does, which is just the preparation that it takes for the face. And I'm not saying I have this extreme resume, but the couple projects that I worked on after Ballers, I was like, they didn't prep my face. They didn't wake my face up. I don't really, and they do some stuff, you know, they just slap it on. I said, I don't know. I don't know if they care about what they do. When I meet people like a Gino or like a Merce or whatnot, that's why the HBO experience was very special, because all the way from craft services to the hair and makeup to the people that was holding the cords, there was just a good the temperament, the vibe, the attitude. Yeah. I worked on projects with budgets way less than Ballers. And what I do purposely and consciously, I try to speak to everybody on set. And
he does every day. I'm like, we gotta go to London, but he's speaking.
I know y'all
be
hands.
He does that. That's what people don't do that. Actors don't do that.
I try to do that because, again, this is just things that I do to try to keep myself in check. But when I worked on some other projects, and some of the people, like I said, way less, but the budget was way lesser than Ballers, and some of the crew didn't speak, you know, and I was like, man, what's going on with this? Or the actors were a little funny, or as black people call it, acting a little funny. You know, right? Act a little funny. And meanwhile, I say, man, I just really appreciate people who take the time to connect. And same thing I said with Merce, where there were some conversations that Gino and I would have that weren't verbal. It was a look, or the way he said. It was real subtle, but it let me know that there are other people who connect in a real way, and that's all I'll be looking for.
Who else would you like to work with in this industry that you haven't done?
I've already thought about it. I thought about this. I would like to work with Don Cheadle at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don Cheadle, Forrest Whitaker. I did a project called Back to the Good Life, which was produced by Lorenz Tate, and I want to work with Lorenz Tate on something. Yeah. You know, I had a chance to meet Lorenz Tate. Lorenz Tate don't even know, as a young actor, Lorenz Tate is on the young actors menu of cats to work with, man. And I had a chance to meet him. Wow. And because I can't wait to do when it's my time to do a Love Jones. Back to the Good Life was like a Love Jones, but on a bigger scale. Will Smith.
Oh, yes.
I want to work with Denzel. Oh, I would like work with Denzel Washington and make sure that he's able to connect. It's not what you know, it's what you prove. So if I could work Denzel and really get a chance to work with a project, then that would be good.
All right, see, there you go. There you go. Well, you know it's power in the tongue, so everything you spoke is gonna happen.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna rewind before we let you go. I'm gonna rewind. I wasn't saying to call me and tell me what the project. I was looking for a job. You know what makeup artist. That's what I was talking about.
Necessary.
Right.
Absolutely. I appreciate y'all even just taking the time even.
Absolutely, London. So
No,
before you go, I need to know what's in your top 5 song playlist. What music are you listening to? What's your top 5 right now? That's like you hitting it.
Okay, I'll get to you. Mamma Mia by Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, after you eradicate all the whatever people make feel about the tattoos, about the hair, about the wardrobe, and the antics, Lil Wayne will drop a song to let you know, like, listen, I'm a lyricist and I do this.
Yeah.
So Lil Wayne, Mamma Mia. I never get tired of Faith Evans. I think it's called Remember.
Okay.
I Used to Love You. I think it's Used to Love You.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said top 5?
Yeah. Come on. Come on.
Pretty old school. You can take it back.
There's a jazz record called Impressions. I never get tired of Miles Davis, John Coltrane as far as jazz.
Oh yeah.
And then the next 2, yeah, good. I never get tired of Robert Glasper. A song called Robert Glasper, pianist. He has a song he wrote called "Beautiful." So Beautiful. And I'll play to that. Doggone it! I don't know what the last one is. I love music.
Yes.
I love music, man. But so those are the ones I always listen to: jazz, John Coltrane, Miles Davis. I listen to Lil Wayne, Robert Glasper, Jay-Z.
Okay.
A couple that I will listen to always.
You did Faith, yeah.
And Faith Evans, yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Well, good. So we can look forward to seeing you on the upcoming season of Power.
Yeah.
Amen. There you go.
God is good. I can't complain. God is good, man.
And back in the comedy, in the comedy show.
Back in the comedy field. And more
Yes.
and more
I'll be
film
on
stuff
that.
in the future.
Say it again,
Big
sorry.
screen stuff. More big screen stuff in the future.
That's right.
That's the goal. So, I'm sure we're gonna look back and be like, we did that interview during the quarantine
Right.
and all of that, and we'll look up and I'll be on my next film or something. So
Yes. Well, thank you so much, London, for taking time out of your schedule to come hang out with Beauty and the Beat, hanging out with your girl DiDi and Gino. So
Thank you. We appreciate you.
You know, when I told everybody about that title, they all laughed. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. Gino's stupid. I want to sock Gino.
You want to sound? Oh, come on now, you know.
Gino got hands. I heard about Gino's story. Okay.
Good.
And it was great meeting you.
Thank you. You as well, London. Thank you so much.
All right. We'll talk soon, London. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Be safe out there. Oh my goodness, Gino. Oh my goodness. The interview with London was so off the chain. I really enjoyed talking to him. He's a cool guy.
He's hysterical. So now you see what I used to go through every day at work.
And the love is just so strong, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good,
Love something around. And he got to say,
what's that? Oh, check him out.
Check him out on his Instagram. He's live all the time. He's amazing. It's Real London Brown.
Yeah, you see that on the screen right there. Make sure you check out London.
Check him out.
And don't forget to check me out on social media. That's the DiDi Skky, DiDi Skky. That's IG and Facebook.
And for me, Gino the artist, just like it sounds, Geno, The Artist. Check me out. Follow us.
That's gonna do it for this edition of Beauty and the Beat. Make sure you check us out next week, guys. Be safe.
The Beat.
Have fun.
The Beat.